Hey guys, it is Tuesday, November 29th, and all is going really well in my life, actually. Um, I can't really talk about much because I saw you guys over the weekend, but uh, what happened since then? Wednesday was just working and trying to prepare everything. Last Wednesday, prepare everything for, the weekend and such. Um, then I had the weekend with you guys. That was great. And I think what did I do? Oh yeah. And so then I'm at the airport, on my way back to Montreal, and I actually see one of my acquaintances from McGill at the airports, and we were on the same plane, and I was literally on the smallest plane I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm going to affectionately term it the pig meat plane. I get in, and I had to slouch slightly, because otherwise I would have hit my head on the ceiling. I feel like had it been, one of our tall friends, like, Sinan or Mr. McNeil, had it been you, I feel like you would have needed to crawl to get to your seat because there's no way a normal sized human being was supposed to fit comfortably on that plane. And as you walk in, there is there are 13 rows in total, and on one side, it's how normally when you get on the plane, it's like a two sets of two. There's like a row of two seats, and then another row of two seats on the other side. Not the case. It was a set of one and a set of two. It was literally the smallest plane I'd seen in my entire life. Um, well, been in rather. So that was kind of funny. So we get there, and I head back, and I had a huge French presentation due on Monday, an oral presentation that I needed to research for, basically write a paper on, have that sent in so the class can take notes on it before our actual presentation, and then speak for about 5 minutes on an organization that promotes the French language. I completed this in a matter of hours, and I'm going to pat myself on the back for it because it went pretty damn well, I'd say. Um, so that was pretty cool. Okay, what happened since then? Yeah, yesterday, pretty uneventful. Plan to start, doing my work, for that woman and the scanning, and I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. I really want to start today because I really want to get this done on time and I really don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to try and start doing that today. I also worked out, which sucked because I thought that I was going to pass out. I think I'm going to blame it on my asthma when I actually just think it's my getting out of shape because I ran like a mile and I thought I was going to die. So, oh well, that'll have to improve. Um, oh, but another thing I did, because we're doing Secret Santa here, with the top two floors, which I mentioned, I think, in my last video or the one before, um, I went to the dollar store called Dollarama, because that's where everyone goes, and we had a $5 spending limit. So I went there to look for something for her, and because she's, the other Jewish girl, gonna get her, I don't know, just something cute from there, like, maybe like the Hanukkah gelt or something like that. The Dollarama store had absolutely nothing having to do with Hanukkah. Not one thing. They didn't have wrapping paper, not even bloody napkins or greeting cards. Nothing. So what I had to do, and I've never really put that much effort into doing this sort of thing before, I bought some like gold and silver foam paper, a hole puncher, and some nice ribbon. So I'm gonna have to like make handmade ornaments. Which, yeah, I guess is gonna be cute in the end, but this is really tedious. So I'm really pissed off at Dollarama right now for making my life complicated. But aside from that, I'm not going to talk about that. Oh yeah, since I don't really have much else to talk about, I'm just going to mention how awesome my classes have been lately. So I already spoke to you about French, and generally I am enjoying the class just because I really like the prof, not because I actually like the class because I don't really care for Quebecois culture, because it's not really on, French grammar, what I want to be studying, it's on Quebecois culture. Yay. Um, what else is there? Linguistics has always been awesome. I don't really have anything to note about that aside from our finals coming up wildly fast, but that's okay. But what, surprisingly enough, my comp lectures recently, and when I say comp, I mean computers, they've been awesome. Like, some of them go right over my head, but the ones where we talk about robotics, they're actually fascinating, and I leave class with my mind blown. The robotics lectures are so cool, and she showed us a bunch of videos. It was awesome. I really enjoy it. I don't, and I kind of get the concepts of robotics. There are some other things that I don't really understand, and even though someone has explained the meaning of the word entropy to me like 800 times, I still have no idea what it means, which I should learn because it's going to be on our final, which is December 13th. I'm scared. I'm absolutely terrified of that one, but oh well. and German Lit. Okay, so we just had our last class today. Even though class is on December 6th, I don't know why. I guess we're just, done with the course for this year. And my professor, my actual professor, Professor Peters, whom I love, had to leave for the last two classes because he had a conference in Prague. And we had been talking about Faust. And I just finished it last night. And I was blown away. Like, if I really, this is one of the few things that's ever inspired me to learn German and to learn it proficiently enough so that I would be able to read Faust in German, because the language is just, even in the translation, the language is just unbelievable. It is beautiful. Like, Jesse, when we talked about purple prose in Shakespeare, like, forget that. This is amazing stuff. There's like a first part and a second part. The second part is only like, I don't know, the last 100 pages or so. And even though that was a little bit more dense and kind of went over my head a little bit, the first part, man, that is good stuff. I really enjoyed it. And we have a paper due. It was actually technically due today, but there was also an option to send it in December 30th. And because I didn't do as well in the last paper as I would have liked, I'm going to work on this one like whoa. And I think I'm going to write about Faust, because it's just, out of all the works we've read this term, like in the second half, I haven't really connected with any of it so much. I didn't really find it all that interesting, but this was really, really worth it. So I definitely think I'm going to do that. And if any of you have some spare time, read Faust. I really think it's worth it. It's 500 pages, but if you get the normal version, it's actually only like 250, because half of it is they have the German on one side and the English on the other. And not Faust. Goethe's Faust. Thomas Mann also wrote a version. There are many versions. Thomas Mann's is also famous, but Goethe's is the one that we read, and that's the one I really love. And Goethe was known, I don't know if you guys know this, but Goethe was known for having like one of the most amazing vocabularies ever. So it was just fantastic. And read it. Okay. I think that's it for now, and I've ranted enough about Faust. Yeah, I could actually go on about it for a lot longer, but it's already 7.5 minutes, so I'm just gonna shut up now. All right, I love you guys. See ya.